cool. Hi, guys. Hey, look, it's so close, 6:02. The nice old man is getting good at this. Barb, you got lost? That's so sad. How's the audio? Are there 14 of me? Oh my gosh, all you guys. Susan and Carmen and Wendy. Laughing Dog Laura, a thumbs up already. You rock. Selena. Cheryl, hey. Selena, are you ready to get messy? Oh, Cheryl says just one of us, Marky.
Yay.
Yay! Can you hear it okay? Because I'm actually in my craft room this time. I'm going to adjust the lights. It looks glary. Sorry about my elbow. Now I'm making a ruckus. Now it's dark. Hold on, guys. Oh, it's wicked dark. Hold on, we'll fix that. Barb, I saw that you dyed Rick Rack. It came out beautifully. Sorry, I'm messing with the mic, you guys. Yeah, that's really glary, but it's dark. Maybe.
Oh, you can do this.
The nice old man's fixing the lights, guys. Maybe it's just because this is shiny. Hey, it's a hint what we're doing. Anyone can you take a guess? Oh wait, what sounds yummy? What did I miss? Oh, Barb's. Of course I'm thinking about food. Hey, Paula. Barb's Rick Rack does look extremely yummy. The colors came out beautifully. Paula, have you made your, reassembled your wedding dress yet? I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, it made me laugh really hard the other night. For those of you who weren't there, Paula was at Patti Lang's live the other night, and Patti was doing build-a-bundles with this stunning wedding dress, and also happened to have green chenille in it, and Paula was on that. Her trigger finger was going. Candy, you're late. Go to the naughty corner and take cocktails. Yes. Is that lighting better, you guys? I know this is glary, but... No, I think I'm good, Paul. Remember it was the tiniest bride in the world? Oh, good. Thanks, Cheryl. And the nice old man turned off my space heater. I might die of frozenness by the time we're done. It's, I think it's a whopping 37 out. We've had quite a temperature change here in Maine. Yeah, Paula with the big bow. Carmen, I saw your review on the coffee dyed papers. You are so sweet. You guys are all, I can't even tell you, the comments that I've gotten and the reviews on the shop, you are just amazing. Thank you, is where I was going with that. Christina, hi. Is Candy in the naughty corner? Where's Jessica? All right, you guys are going to have to keep an eye out because, you know, I'm so wildly popular, we might just be inundated with trolls. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Louise. I have not seen Margie yet. Someone go get her. She always forgets. Oh, Barb, you've staked out your corner, the naughty corner. Excellent. Well, I'm hoping that I can keep way better track of the feed because my computer is right in front of me now instead of being off in the corner when I do a live. In another live? Who the heck would dare to have another live? Oh, Laura, the naughty corners are never full. They're ever expanding. Always room for one more in the naughty corner. Oh, I think I saw someone else actually went live doing jelly plating today, and I don't remember who it is. Susan. Hi, Susan. You're our favorite troll. Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but yeah, I was so surprised because it seems like jelly plating has gone totally out of fashion. I haven't seen it in a while, which is why I thought I'd pull mine out. But I don't really know that much. I make it up as I go along, like everything else. So if anyone knows who's doing that stream now, she might be more educated than I am. Kay! Hi, Kay. Yeah, Candy told me someone else was doing it. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Hey, Selena, is it okay if I make you a moderator? Oh, there's Elle. Hi, sweetie. You don't have to do anything, Selena, except keep these people under control. I think I've got a terrible lag again, so I'm going to go with you said sure. If I know how. Didn't we already go through this? Oh, wow. Carla, hey. It's going so fast. Oh, there we go. All right, Selena, you're getting a tool. Haha. Hope that's okay. That's right. Everyone gets Kool-Aid because Candy's the boss now. Wait, where's your little wrenchy thing? It says you're a moderator. Are you showing as a moderator for you? Cheryl's quite excited. Kool-Aid and cookies in the naughty corner. All right. Well, I'm going to start pulling out some stuff. No judging. I don't take very good care of my jelly plate. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, there's a real lag. Wow. Believe it or not, this is moderately clean for my jelly plate. This thing's 1,000 years old, and I don't clean it terribly well every time I use it. Shame on me. But there you have it. That's me. I have a real brand name jelly plate. I know that there are a couple other brands that you can get, and I've never heard anything bad about them. I personally am not a fan of a homemade one. First of all, because it's a pain, and I'm a lazy crafter. And secondly, you really do have to take care of it, and I don't believe in that. And I kind of feel like by the time, well, and you have to store it in the fridge. And I don't know. By the time you make it 3 times, you could have bought a brand name one. So that's my feeling on it. You can make homemade ones. It involves boxes of gelatin and I think like a lasagna pan. But if you Google it, you'll find a million different ways to do it if that's more up your alley. But anyway, so this is mine. It's 8 by 10. And the things that I pulled out to play with today are numerous. Many, many things. We're going to print on, you can print on anything. If you can smash it down on here, you can print on it. I've got some vintage music paper. I have some vintage Rolodex cards. I have, things I just threw on the floor. I have some vintage dictionary and punctuation book. I really like this paper. It's already sort of aged around the edges by itself. It's not terribly old, but it's really cheap quality paper. It's like a heavy newsprint. And I like how it takes the paint really well and it dries quite quickly. I think it just absorbs the paint. I've got a couple pieces of vintage fabric that were napkins or something that I cut the trim off of. This is also the kind of fabric that I stuck through the printer last time. So I've got that. I have just regular printer paper. El Cheapo. Generally this isn't what I use to make journals with. I use a little heavier computer paper for that. This is El Cheapo, really lightweight. And I have, of course, deli paper, because everyone loves deli paper. Wow, I bet that was loud. Sorry. If you don't have deli paper, you can try wax paper, whatever, but if you're getting into journaling or you are a journaler, you can get deli paper online really cheaply, and it goes forever. Oh, thanks, Elizabeth. Oh, who's leaving? Oh, did someone get invited to go? Or is Barb just being fresh? That's probably it, huh? Anyway, so deli paper. If you don't have any, I recommend it. It's not very expensive. And now you can buy it where it's not folded. The fold doesn't really bother me, but I know some people it does. And that's an online purchase. I think you used to be able to get it at Sam's Club, but I believe someone told me you can't anymore. But I am going to use some of that. I also have some scrapbook paper that I was not terribly fond of, so I thought we would try to zhuzh it up a little bit, see if we could make it look a little more attractive. Jelly plating's funny too, and it's one of those things where when you get started, you're like, oh, that's bad, but you have to keep going. It definitely, it's like drawing or something. It starts out and you think, oh, I don't know about that, but you just keep putting on more and more layers, and once in a while you get one that really, it just can't be saved, and then you can just, you know, draw all over it or something. But 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you keep putting layers on it and you're going to end up loving it. So I have some address labels because I have a box of these that I found at I think the Goodwill, and I love them, and I keep trying to find more ways to use them. And this is really fun because then you have just little tiny sticky collages that you can use anywhere. All right, let's see. I'm getting nothing in the chat. Are you guys still there? Am I still here? Am I just talking to myself? Hello? I must have just mesmerized you with my fascinating discourse. Yeah, that's it. Oh, thanks, Carmen and Cindy. Did you all fall asleep already? Man, it's early yet. All right, so I also have a couple of paper bags that I dug out of the recycling and a whole bunch of junk mail. I got this really cool, well, Victoria got this really cool packet from the Finance Authority of Maine, which is the company that helps you do financial aid for college. Hey, Deb. Oh, Margie. Hi, Margie. You're buffering. Oh, no. I don't see buffering on my end. Margie, I think it's you. You're a troublemaker. Just a little. Oh, good. Cool. We made the kid get off the internet, so hopefully we won't be having too much of a problem with that. So anyway, this junk mail is really nifty because they're these big giant booklets, and it's really, really heavy matte paper. And oh no, Carla, you're not. Carla says she's buffering bad, and I'm not showing it at all. But, oh, hey, Nikki. Margie says boobs, so I guess she's feeling better. All right, well, I'm going to keep going, and hopefully we'll be all right. Dorinda, hey, I'm missing everybody. So, yeah, okay, I can't talk and read at the same time. Sorry, guys. I'm getting better at this, though. So at any rate, I took this booklet apart. It was just stapled, and I thought it would be really fun to jelly plate in it and then put it back together, like stitch it back together to be an art journal or something along those lines. Oh, Deb gets Kool-Aid for getting all the names?
I'm watching it upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It's coming through.
Okay. The nice old man says he's watching upstairs in case the buffering gets too bad. He's on the job, man. So, yeah. So there, oh, and I also have some ledger pages from this cool old ledger that I bought. And these are sort of the blank pages that were left, but I like the texture of the paper and I like the size of it. So those are all the things that I have to jelly plate on. I have, well, you can see a little bit of my paint here. I pulled out all my cheapo paint. You really don't need anything fancy. These are like deco art. Oh, I'm buffering. Am I thrown out? Nope, I'm back. Wendy, you don't want to see me on TV. You don't want to hear my voice blasting through your house. How terrifying. Yeek. Margie, yay. Barbara, he probably did. He's that way. So anyway, yeah, these are like your on sale for 50 cents or 75 cents or whatever paints. I have the big tubes from, I think these are Michael's. Oh no, this was this is a Liquitex, but I have some Artist Loft as well. They work just fine. Again, you don't need to use golden or anything fancy. The difference that I have found is in texture. These paints are thinner. They're sort of more liquidy than the tube paints, and the coverage is a little less, but it really doesn't matter one tiny bit. So pull out the cheap stuff. What else do I have? I have some Lumieres that are not necessarily El Cheapos, but they are old and I wanted to use them up. And these are absolutely beautiful. They're metallic acrylics, and they're also made for fabric. So I've got a bunch of different ones of those that I bought what they call an Excite pack, which are just these little bottles, but you can see they're separating, and I haven't used them forever, so I thought I would pull those out. And then the last thing I have for paints are PBO Studio paints. These are called Dyna. Oh, Getty's, oh, I'm so excited that Getty's getting into it too. Oh, Barb, do you? Lumiere is awesome for jelly plate. Everything is awesome for jelly printing. Sorry, guys, have to have a sip of the Kool-Aid. So anyway, these Dyna paints from PBO are, like this one is green, yellow, iridescent. So depending on how the light hits it, you get a green or a yellow effect. They're really a lot of fun. Michael's might carry these. I'm not sure. But you can definitely get them online. Oh, Cindy, you don't have to be good. This is not painting. This is so not painting. This is so slapping some stuff down and picking it up, and it looks awesome. So no painting talent. Hey, there's no talent needed whatsoever for anything. That's why I'm doing it, because that's what I specialize in. Okay, don't have a cold. It's that time of year, though, isn't it? Yuck. Well, Nikki, watch and see if you have fun tonight, and then maybe invest in one, because they last forever. Especially if you take care of them. Imagine that. Well, hold on, Cindy, we're doing it. I'm going to quit yakking in a minute, and we're going to start slapping paint on. The only thing to say about a jelly plate and its care and feeding is do not use sharp objects like a ballpoint pen, or I don't even use the bottom of the base of a paintbrush to make marks in it, because it is pretty easy to scratch, and you don't want to store anything on it that might make a mark, like a stencil or whatever. If it sits there, it can get kind of dug in, and it will permanently mark your jelly plate. And you don't want to you don't want to keep it stored sort of, bent or anything. You want to store it flat. It does come with a hard plastic base and top, so that keeps it nice and flat for you. Another good reason to invest in an actual jelly plate, because if you make one, you have to store it flat in the fridge. Oh, Margie, 6x6 ones are cool too. Hey, Patty Lang, welcome. I'm sorry, guys, reading the feed. You know me. And Facebook is talking to me. That's confusing. All right, so that's what I've got. I've got a bunch of stencils, all different kinds of stencils. Tim Holtz. I've got Patti Tolley Parish stencils. She's amazing. Patti and Cat Hand are, in my opinion, the best jelly plate people in the whole world, and I will ask the nice old man to link them down below. Patti also has a line of stencils that she made just for jelly plating, and they are awesome. Or you can make your own, cut your own out. So I've got a bunch of stencils, and then I have this, which makes me laugh. This is my box of crap, because don't leave home without it. These are mark making things. So I went out and picked up some leaves today because they're falling fast, and I thought we could try to be little kids and print with those. I have all kinds of different lids. I have some of these big kid stamps from Hobby Lobby. They're like foam. I can see they don't show up very well, but they're just black foam. They're very inexpensive. I haven't seen them at Michael's. These I did find at Hobby Lobby, and I think they're $2 a piece or something, and they work beautifully. Then I have some mesh. This is from an onion bag or an orange bag. I'm not sure which. Really, you can just use stuff around the house, guys. You don't have to go buy anything fancy. Bubble wrap is one of my favorites. This is plastic canvas. You know, people that do the stitching on it. This is just a round plastic canvas circle. It's a round circle. Yeah. Yes, Margie, it's very meshy. I bought this on clearance somewhere. It is Faber-Castell, and it actually, oh, I'm showing it to myself. It actually has marks, or like indentations, for using in paint. Hi, Shy. So that one's kind of neat. I would not have paid the money for it if it hadn't been on clearance, because you can make your own just using decorative scissors and fun foam, which is what this is. So little fun foam stamps that I made. Just cut out the fun foam, glued a couple layers of boxes together, and then I put on this very, very fancy handle with washi tape so I don't have to dig it out. Yeah, Laura, old credit cards, perfect. These are the plates that people use for polymer clay. And again, I found them on clearance, and they just have a neat texture. So that really, I mean, that's what's in this box, is a corrugate from Starbucks, and just junk. A credit card or a key card that I glued some little, help me, fun foam triangles onto. Just a bunch of stuff. So we'll be digging around through there, and that is what I've pulled out. Again, a lot of it came from the recycling. You can make your own. You don't have to have anything fancy. Oh, Shy, does Michael's? I haven't looked for a while because I haven't jelly plated forever. I'll have to look, because once I start doing this, I can't stop. So, yeah, okay, that was me yammering about nothing for 20 minutes. Okay, I missed something. Barry is the man. Who's Barry? I miss Barry. Barbara, it is different. The jelly plate, you know how your silicone mat is very thin, and it has a texture, actually. This is a lot thicker. I would say it's about a ½ an inch thick, and it's kind of, it's squishier. It's not squishy, but it's squishier than the silicone mat would be, and that helps when you're putting impressions into it. Oh, Barry White. Oh, Kay, is your cold that bad? You poor thing. Well, now I'm seeing that I'm buffering off and on. Hopefully you guys can live with it. I'm sorry. Ugh. All right, well, enough of me yakking, so let's play. Let's do that. Oh, actually, I was going to yak a little bit more. I did some this afternoon because, I don't know, because I wanted to, and as I said, once I start, I can't stop. So these are just some that we may add more to. Oh, yeah, I'm buffering. Sorry, guys. Just off and on. Okay, I'm glad you're feeling better. And a Barry White voice is fun. So junk mail envelope. These are some of those address labels. These address labels are in the shop if you guys are interested in any. Because I got 1.5 million, and I don't really know what I'll do with all of them. But I keep finding fun things to do. They were really fun to stick to the printer, too. So I started a few of those. And this is just regular computer paper. Here's some deli paper with some metallic. More deli paper. Here's one of the old ledger pages with the tab on it. And a bunch of book pages. And again, these are just kind of started. I didn't finish anything. And I don't know how to tell you when it's finished. Julie Santos, yay! Oh, Shy, good. It's YouTube. It's not us. I was so excited we managed to... Okay, I say we. I mean the nice old man got us up almost on time. You haven't missed anything, Julie. I've just been yammering endlessly about nothing. It's my favorite. So these are the dictionary pages, and I'm kind of digging those. And then we have just more papers and just some stuff I was messing around with. So I may grab those at some point just to put some extra layers on. And if you're not comfortable picking colors, I don't, Wendy, yay, let's make Wendy's day again. Julie, they left room in the naughty corner for people who are late. If you're not comfortable picking out colors, I don't do anything. I'm not a big matchy person, but you can buy one of these very inexpensive color wheels at Michael's, I think, for a couple bucks. And if you're stuck and, you know, don't know what colors to use, you can use one of these. It's very helpful. Oh, bye, Elle. Eat a delicious dinner. I hope you can come back too, but I know this is such bad timing. You too, Selena. All right. I guess we'll let you go, but we'll miss you. Julie, where don't you want to be? Are you being held against your will somewhere? Oh, no. Oh, the naughty corner. Pretty much everything's the naughty corner here. All right, Lena's bailing on us. You guys are going to have to behave. I'm going to have to be able to trust you now. The other thing that I have right next to me is another one of those booklets from financial aid, and I'm using it to roll off my brayer. So I will show you what that's about. Oh, Shy, yeah, designseeds.com. That's an excellent suggestion. If you guys would like a color scheme, there's a place called designseeds.com, and you can go there, and they have different color combinations all the time, and I think you can even get a daily one sent to your mailbox, your email box, for free. Oh, Laura, are you? Is anybody else buffering like crazy? All right, well, I'm just going to stop talking and start painting, and maybe YouTube's sick of me. So off we go. I generally do kind of bigger pieces or more solid pieces to start. And I am sorry about the smacking, but my paints have been sitting. Oh, Barb, I had just suggested the color wheel if you're not comfortable picking out paint colors. You know, if you're afraid to pick the wrong colors or they won't look good together. I don't really care because that's how I am. And so I don't use it terribly often, but in case it intimidates you a little bit, you can use the color wheel to choose some colors. So I'm just taking my basics, and I've got kind of a baby blue and a tealy color, and let's throw in some lime. Yeah, Louise, I show that I'm buffering on and off too. So I'm going to throw some, and again, there's no recipe of how much paint you put on. You just kind of put on some. And then you take your brayer, and you can see my brayer has been well loved, and smoosh your paint out. Yes, it's very, very technical. And you're going for kind of a medium coat. So I don't always get it right. Sometimes I have put too much on, so it's kind of smooshing over the corners. And then sometimes my plate is very dry and I have to put on some more. It depends on the kind of paint, and it depends on how much you put on, obviously. Oh, Wendy, yeah, great for the bohemian look. And yes, brown is a color too, Marge. You can do that. You can do vintage colors. I tend to do really bright, crazy colors because it amuses me. But you can do whatever colors you want. We'll try some neutrals too. So I'm just brayering off the excess paint on the cover of this magazine because at some point this is going to be a cool, painty thing. All right, so we have our paint on our plate, and let's throw down a stencil. This one is a Patti Tolley Parish stencil, and I'm just going to put it down on my plate. Get some of the stuff out of my way because I'm going to start knocking over already. And let's do a ledger page. So I'm going to take my ledger page and just plunk it right down there. Oh, that's crooked. How annoying. And use my fingers. You can use your brayer if you'd rather, but I just use my fingers to really get down into the dents of the stencil and try to get that paint up. And go all the way around the edges. And again, you can use your stencil if you want to, but I end up making a huge mess that way. This is, Laura, this stencil is a Patti Tolley Parish, and I want to say it's called Sticks and Balls. Balls and Sticks. That sounds really wrong. I'm not sure. It's something like that. But if you go to her YouTube channel, I'm sure she has a link to her shop, and she makes the best stencils for this. And then that's your first pull. You pull that paper right off, and look how cute it comes out. Kind of plain. We'll go back. Margie, keep yourself under control. Deb. It wasn't me. Okay, it was. Oh, yeah, Barb, you could have 2 brayers. I have a little one, too. But I'll end up grabbing them both and getting them both painty because I am that way. That's so funny. Oh, Nikki, no spend till December. Well, this is a cheap project. Oh, look, my little brayer barfed off its leg. Bye. Yeah, I knew she would too, Nikki. All right, so I'm just putting that behind me because I've got a big table back there where it can hang out and dry. And I have, let's see, this is another thing I've been using to brayer off. Just a scrap piece of paper, but it turns out gorgeous too. And I'm just going to peel off the stencil and put it down here. I've got so much paint on the stencil, I don't know if anything will even come off. And I can brayer over that and get the last bits of paint off the stencil. Oh, Nikki, what have we done to you? You guys, oh, we brought Nikki to the naughty side. Oh, so that came out really pretty. So on top of some stuff I did earlier, we got the reverse of the stencil, which looks really pretty. And now we have this deliciousness. So I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of deli paper and put that down and pick up what we can pick up. Oh, no, the fold. Darn the fold. And again, just smooshing it. And this really is the extent of it. You do patterns and colors and do pulls. This is going to be the second pull. Deb, it's true. A little paint goes a long way, and it really doesn't matter how cheap the paint is. Wendy, great. Now you guys have turned Nikki and Wendy naughty. Hey, Darla, welcome. So I love how that looks. And up here you can see some of the paint that someone hadn't cleaned off their jelly plate. Who could that be? Got picked up. So we've got a little bit of yellow and orange and red up there, and a little bit of dark blue, which I love. So I think that one's super cool too. And looks like we've still got a little bit of paint left, but I'm going to leave it. Let's do some yellow. Again, sorry for the smacking, but I don't know how long the paint's been sitting around. And I think a lot of you guys know that I have a darling artist in the house, my child Victoria. And I noticed a lot of my paints disappeared and came back a lot messier and a lot emptier. Go figure. Oh yeah, I want my cookie and cocktail too. Where's mine? All right, so this one is a metallic red. We're gonna go autumn here. How about if we put some orange in? I'm starting to love orange. It's like my favorite color now. Ugh. Are we buffering again? Oh, Barbara, that's a great idea. Let's have the whole room be the naughty room, and only the good girls have to go to the corner. Smack and snack? That sounds fun. What are we doing? No fair. I was brayering. So you can just smush it out like this, you guys. You can do it more neatly to keep it in color stripes. You can kind of mix it up a little bit all over the plate. It is totally up to you. You know, if you keep going, you're going to get a more uniform color. This way, if you just do a few back and forth, you're going to get some spottiness, which I like generally. Some different shades here and there. And again, I'm rotating through a couple pieces of paper to brayer off on. And that's about as clean as my brayer ever gets. Deb, you're so not going to be in the good girl corner by yourself. And you can take that either way you'd like. Bwahaha. Sorry, guys, I'm dry. I'm always dry. All right, so we have this beautiful thing. What if... Oh, let's use one of these cute stamps. And the other thing about jelly printing is I find for myself, I speed up as I go along. The first couple I do, I have to stop and sort of think, what am I doing? And then as I go along, it gets a lot faster. So you might be thrilled to hear that. And I'm just using this big foam stamp and stamping off in between on my little brayer sheet here, which is actually a pamphlet. You guys are so funny. When do you get extra parts? I get fewer parts. I'm lucky if I get them back. All right, so we have that. So let's go ahead and do a poll with that. We'll do another blank page. Let's use some junk mail. What's this? Is it important? No, it's a letter. So let's go ahead and just put that down. So we're going to get like a nice dark background with this. Hey, Laura V, welcome. Because boys are dumb. Oops. Sorry, nice old man, if you're watching. Boys are dumb except for you. Great. If the screen goes black, you guys are going to know why. Ooh, look at that. So we got the orangey ready colors that we put. I know, Nikki, wouldn't they be? Just a whole painty journal. And it's so much fun to have all these different backgrounds and colors. That's, I think, what I'm going to do with this booklet that I showed you, the junk mail, is make just a painty paper journal. Candy, I know. Well, I'm the queen of the naughty corner. Oh, Laura, come back if you can. Because look at this. Look at this deliciousness. We have all the orangey, yellow, reds that we just put down. And you can see the impressions that the stamp made. But we also picked up some of that turquoise that was already on there from the first poll we did. So that came out mighty nice. Mighty spiffy. Isn't it, Margie? That one was yummy. All right. Cheryl, I'm the queen. Laura's in the good girl corner. Thanks, Louise. Wendy, they are so much fun. It's just so much fun. And, you know, I was only planning on going a couple hours. I will possibly be here until 1 o'clock in the morning because once I start, I don't want to stop. So you can see, I think, on that one, this is one of the smaller paints, and you can see how much thinner the paint is than out of the tube, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. And that was ultramarine blue. And this one is cranberry wine, which I think is gorgeous. I like these two colors together. Me like it. Louise, do you have a jelly plate? What color is this? This is metallic bronze in Lumiere. Let's put some of that in. Nikki, who's giving you a hard time? Is some guy giving you a hard time still? Because we will come and mess him up. Who's up for a road trip to the UK? Is this going to be brown? No, come on, Deb. We're going to be so delicate. Louise, now you have one you made, and you still have it. It still works. All right. See if we're very delicate. Delicate smushing. See? Not so much on the brown. But I'm going to go ahead and brayer this into this book. Oh, fallish. Oh, this will be a good cover. Sorry, guy. This is a nice darker one that we can try to cover up Dude with. Not that he's not a perfectly lovely gentleman, but... See now, Louise, I just have never had the... Oh, I should have made a wave, Deb. That's a good idea. I will next time. Cindy, I'm so glad you could come. I'm sorry you're tired. Come next time. I love doing live streams now. I think I'm just going to live stream everything. You guys will be sick of me. This is such a better setup than upstairs because you're right in front of me so I can see the chat. So I'm using a Classico spaghetti sauce lid and just making some circles. Cindy, if you subscribe, you'll get notification when I put up a new video so you can check the little bell and be warned. I mean, be alerted when I'm going live. I know, I love these colors. It looks, I can see in my screen, oh, there's a terrible glare still. It's shiny paint. I don't think there's much I can do about it. I'm sorry. But it looks a little brown in my monitor. It's very bronzy in person. So again, I'm just taking circles and stamping them over here. I think you guys can see. Little child is getting circles. Oh, crap. Hate when that happens. Oh, well. Not the end of the world, if that's the worst thing that happens, right? Yeah, Barb warned. Run, plug your ears. Go watch somebody else, quick. What should we do? You guys, should we just do a straight pull? Or put a stencil down? Let's do a straight pull first. Hey, Amy, welcome. We are jelly plating like maniacs. Nikki, you can do all kinds of fun things with these. You can make a journal out of them. You can do collage with them. I've got junk mail envelopes, guys. That's what I'm putting down here. You can just tear them up and use them in collaging. You can make envelopes to send your mail out in. They're just a million things. ATCs, I know that's a bit... Oh, Margie, yeah, you could die cut. This is using a jelly plate, Amy, that you can make one yourself. I'm stretching. I have one that I bought from Gelli Arts. This is what the packaging looks like. I think that you have to get them online now. I don't know if they sell them anymore at Michael's. Hey, Tammy, welcome. So this is the kind I use, but if you Google how to make your own, you can so make your own. And then you squish paint on it and mush it all around and make marks and print. Do mono printing with it. What I'm doing now, guys, is I've got a little bit of the plate sticking out. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down one of the pieces I already did earlier and get the corner. Yeah, Margie, I think that die cutting is a great idea. Louise' book pages come out great. They look beautiful. Amy, it's super fun. It's addicting. So we've got just a little bit of paint around on the edges, which is cool. And that was just one I did earlier. Now let's see what we're getting. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Now I could go through and try to clean off that window, but I don't think I'm going to bother. It might still wipe off once this dries, and if it doesn't, I'm not terribly bothered by it. Shy, does Hobby Lobby have them? I never get there. So there you go, guys. Oh, Amy, you got your buttons. I'm so glad. So this one got a little ripped because I used the flap side, but not a big deal. Oh, and it did pick up some of the turquoise from a couple times ago. I like those colors. Very fallish. It's not as brown looking in person as it is on my screen. All right, so I'm just sticking those behind me. Then, so we've got lots going on the plate still. Just little bits you can see over here. There's some of the navy, some navy here. We still have some teal and yellow here. And so we can do one of two things. We can just try pulling a ghost print now, which is when you don't have much left, your plate's almost dry, and you can try peeling off what's left. Or we could put a very thin coat of a neutral color on it and try to pull up all of it. So I think this, well, you know what? I don't think this paint's dry enough. So let's go ahead and just pull a print on some copy paper. Yeah, a whole book made out of these would be awesome. Margie. Yeah, that's right. Jessica doesn't let you play with the buttons. Well, particularly me. You guys could play with all the buttons. Shy, absolutely. A coupon makes this almost a no-brainer. I know they've gotten less expensive. I bought mine a number of years ago when they were, you know, all the rage. But I know they've gotten less expensive. Ooh, that's pretty. It's going to need some more stuff, but look at all the color we got. I don't know if you guys can see the metallic, but it looks awesome. So I'm just throwing these in a pile behind me. And now let's try doing... I've got parchment colored paint here. I'm sorry, Amy, I missed was what 3 books? Does somebody know what Amy needs? The feed's going pretty quickly. Oh, Carla! Bye. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry you have to go. But love your son. That's most important. All right, so all the little bits on the plate that we had already put down are fairly dry. And I'm just putting on a thin coat of this parchment color. And that's the trick with this, is you want to make sure the stuff underneath is good and dry. And then a nice thin coat of paint. And in theory, what should happen is we're going to pick up the buff color, the parchment color, and a whole bunch of the goodness underneath and get back to a pretty clean plate. Oh yeah, Margie, do you mind if I give you a wrench? We were buffering. I could just go ahead and do it. Ha ha ha. More button options? Oh, so you can play with more buttons? Sure. Let's all be moderators. It's really fun streaming, but it's not as fun as being in the chat and harassing everyone. Go figure. Let's use one of... Oh, let's use a label. See if it works. Where did I put them? Oh, here we go. The thing with the labels is this may be a bad plan because they may want to stick. The plate's so dry, but we'll find out. Amy, you're lost? Okay, we will start over. Well, I mean, not all the way over, but where you'll get it. So I'm pulling this back slowly. Oh, those are scrumptious. Look at that, you guys. It picked up all the colors, even a teeny bit of the teal. And it left a cool pattern on the paper. So we'll put that there. Let's grab this giant envelope. I have this giant junk envelope. Oh, I've seen that, Shy. I don't remember where. Is it Shannon Green, maybe? Oh, I wish I knew. But yeah, I've seen people use magazines. Only certain magazines will leave an impression on the plate. I guess depending on what they're printed with. Oh, you guys. Looky. You can still write on the labels, Deb. It just will take a paint pen. Absolutely. Or you can peel them off for nifty collaging. So I'm just going around to the places where we missed the paint and picking up a little more. Ooh, I likey. Those are really pretty. I like the cranberry and the blue together. All right. So we could at this point stop and use hand sanitizer and clean the plate. Oh, Laura, I know. And you know what? I never take them off. I know they're annoying. I'm sorry. Oh, Erin. Hey, I missed you. Hi, Erin. And yeah, I want to try hole reinforcements. Do I have some? Oh, Shy, on the Gelli blog. I didn't know that Gelli Arts had a blog. That's cool. So that's a good place to go look. Everything that I mean, I have no original Gelli plating ideas. Everything I'm doing, I saw somewhere else. The bulk of which would be Patti, Tolley, Parish, and Cat Hand, as I said. We will link them down below. All right, let's see. Yeah, so you could use some hand sanitizer, squeeze it off over the plate, wipe it down with a baby wipe or a paper towel, and you'll be back to clean. I just don't do that. Are we talking about donuts? What are we talking about? Oh, thank you, Darla. I like Jessica's rings, too. They're beautiful. And I like some that belong to her son. I thought that was nice. Excuse me. When is it not allergy season? All right, so what color have we not? Let's do some metallic phthalo green. Oh, donuts. Yeah, I know I have some plain hole reinforcers. Where the heck would they be? What color would look good with that? Should we do some purple? This is metallic purple. This could be... Oh, it's not metallic. Wait, I have a better purple over here. This could be pretty rowdy right here. So I'm going to put... Oh! That is a whole lot of paint. Why in the world is that so runny? Wow. All right, then. So what we are going to do is pull out something bigger than this. Oh, we have more junk mail. I'm just reaching in the back for some junk mail. And we're going to scoop that up and do a lot of brayer in right here. Don't want to waste our paint. Scoop it up and do a lot of brayer in. This is such a pretty color. I don't know if you guys can see. It's really metallic. Nikki, I know. Whoops. Patti, it's so fun. I always said I wouldn't do it, like eco-dyeing. Still haven't eco-dyed, but I love jelly plating. It's so much fun. It is a perfect use for junk mail. What else can we brayer off on? Oh, I've got an Alex and Ani brochure. This is where all my bracelets come from, as you can tell. Let's make them purple, too. Everything's going to be purple now. We got the purple. What, you can't find them? What about the dollar store? I don't go as often as I should, but it seems like something they would have. All right, we got some serious purple going on now. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try to smoosh it out. More of that technical talk. I keep moving this around. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying not to get into the green yet because green and purple don't necessarily play very nicely. So I'm going to take some of the green down here, and I'm not smushing it like crazy. I'm just putting some here and there to see how that looks. And then I'll brayer this off. Patti, it is the land of no return. Where's Candy? She's going to want purple stuff. Aaron, they don't have any at the dollar store? Huh. Wow. All right, so we've got this brayer. Oh, it looks really pretty brayered. Can you guys see how sparkly it is? That looks nice. Let's use a stencil. We haven't done that for a while. I have this giant paisley. I don't know where it came from. I'm sorry. I've had it forever. Let's put this down. Whoops. I'm flailing. There's flailing. So I've got that put down, and I'm going to grab something that we haven't already dyed purple or painted purple. Oh, let's try the music. I have some pages that fell out of a vintage music book. So I'm going to just put that down, rub it. Wendy, that's weird, really? Deb, do you love purple too? I didn't know that. Nikki, you're in the right place. I am a craft addict too. Ooh, I like how that one came out. This is some nice painty, or some nice music-y paper. That's pretty. So I'm just going to, actually I don't even think I need to go around and clean up. Put that down. Then, where can we take the excess? Ooh, look, we're going to take the excess paint to right here. You can see how easily entertained I am by this. And that's going to leave a beautiful impression. We've got all this white space here. So I'm going to plunk it down. I think I will use my brayer to get this excess off. Wendy, this one's your favorite? I really like how it came out. Again, with these two paint colors, obviously, they don't play terribly nicely together, so you have to be careful not to overmix them. If you overmix them, it's not the end of the world. You just print onto something and move on. That's the other nice thing about this. There's just about nothing that can't be fixed. Does that make sense? Is that grammatically correct? Patti? Okay, we won't do anything super cool. What do you mean? Everything I do is super cool, Patti Lang. And I take about as good care of my stencils as I do of my jelly plate. Just saying. Sometimes you get pretty surprises that way. All right, so now we have all this deliciousness. What should we put that on? Oh my God, everything's purple. Hold on, guys. I'm going to move the stuff that we brayered off the excess because they're super wet. Sorry about that. Oh, let's do Rolodex cards. Where did those rascals go? Oh, look, more. Oh, my God. There's purple paint everywhere, Brooke. I just stuck my mitten in a giant puddle of paint. Purple. Go figure. Why can't I find our Rolodex cards? All right, let's use some book paper then. This will be pretty. Sorry, guys. Thought I was organized. So much stuff. Darla, if I were a very good person, I would say absolutely. I have a bucket of water right next to me for my stencils. And you know what? It would be a big, fat lie. I so don't. Me too, Nikki. Oh, cool. Thanks, Patti. We can only do marginally cool things, guys. I got it. I'm smearing purple paint everywhere. Are you serious? This is not for the faint of heart. It's not a tidy process. Ooh, so that's pretty. That's just the edge. So we get a little border there, and that's pretty. Let's see what we're going to get here. Ooh. Oh, and it's picking up some of the colors underneath again. That's why I don't. See, there's a reason I don't clean my jelly plate, because we're getting the coppers and some of the reds in there. That's pretty. We actually might have enough paint on there to do one more. Barb, you can't overthink it. Amy, it is messy, but only in this little space, and then you wash your hands and you're good to go. Margie, you haven't used yours because it's messy? Oh, Patti, you were fast. It is metallic goodness, and I can see it in real life much more than I can on my screen. Let's put down... Oh, you guys, let's go crazy. Let's put down some gold and pick this up. Gold or silver? I get crazy about stuff on my hands too, but acrylic paint washes off with just soap and water. And it's almost time for me to get my nails done, so hopefully I won't get in trouble there. All right, Shai says silver. Let's go silver, you guys. Here we go. Oh, Erin, you're a minute slow. We'll do gold next. I love ink, Amy, but I do use gloves because my nail tech is a sweetheart. But man, does she get mad when I go in there with ink on my nails. The last time she had to Dremel it off, and she was not happy. And it was kind of scary. I didn't know what was going to happen, but she is 4 foot mean, 4 foot tall of mean and tough. She's not really mean. That's not true. I love her. All right, you guys, so I'm putting down a thin coat of silver. Looks like we still had some wet paint, but it's no biggie. Bring my little brayer roller book over here. Bye, people. Sorry. See you later. So this is working out nicely in this book because if I do the facing pages, there's a little bit of coordination, which I'm not really terribly concerned about, but it's a happy accident. Oh, Wendy. Okay, we'll do gold next. Cheryl, I love getting messy. And yes, if you look at some of the ones I did earlier, you may notice little chihuahua paw prints because Spike he sleeps on the edge of my desk, and he went straight across my desk, knocked over everything, and walked across the jelly plate because he was helping. Yeah, he was helping. Yep. All right, I think this one might be super cool, so let's do a white page just for fun. Oh, Barb, you're a good girl. How's that knee feeling? Are you still ahead of the curve? All right, so I'm rubbing it, going, I do go around the edges pretty hard because I tend to build up there, and so you kind of get some neat marks there. What does Patti call them? Crusty bits, I think is what she says. Oh, you guys. Whoa. Look at that one. Isn't that one pretty? Love it. This one is very cool. So that makes me happy. Those were good ones. When they dry, we can come back and put some more stuff on them. Hey, I have an idea. I don't know if you guys even want this, but do you want to do a giveaway? And when all these are done, I'll mail out some of the jelly papers. So if you don't like to get messy or you don't want to buy a jelly plate, you could have some anyway. Is that a crappy giveaway? I had to find something to write on. Well, that was nice of me to do it right when Barb left. All right. Hold on. Finding something to write on. All right. Yeah! Susan, I love getting messy, too. Oh, Margie, I'm slow. I just realized you're not feline. It just showed that you subscribed. I'm like, Margie doesn't subscribe to me. It took me this long to see that you're not feline. Wow. All right. Let me find, I know, a pen, right? Let's do this. I am going to find my keyboard, which is hidden from my painty little mittens. I'm going to type, I'm not even going to ask a question. Yes, I am. I'm going to type a question. And for this round, we will do the first 3 people that get the answer right. I will send you some sort of jelly plating funness. Yeah, the jig was up, Margie. Everyone knew you. I cannot believe it took me this long to realize. Good grief. All right. I'm typing. Can't type and talk. You know how that goes. Plus, it's on my lap, balanced away from the purple paint. And I'm not, oops, sorry. And I'm typing gibberish. All right. There we go. It's off. I'm not sponsored in any fashion by this company, by the way. I just really like the product. And I have to write this down right away because you know I'll forget. Shy, it's got, oh, there we go. All right, there's the first 3. I've got Darla, Margie, and Cheryl. We'll do it again, guys. That was fun. All right. We'll do it again. No worries. So when I'm looking for it, I put the notepad on the shelf above my head, which is why I just hit the camera. And you guys will have to tell me because I'll forget that too. I wonder about me. Now I've got some crusty bits on my brayer. Let's see if I can get that off. All right. So that was a fun interlude. Let's keep going because this is awesome. What color should we do next? We're going to do some gold. What if we do some neutral and see if we can pick this up? We'll do some gold. So, let me see if I've got brown. Well, that's a silly question. Of course I have brown. Where do I have brown? Oh. Awesome. What do you think? These are pretty. Let's do gold, honey, and burnt umber. Wendy, Geld Plateau, USA. It was an interesting choice, but yeah, no. Deb, why do you have to go to the corner? I think it's okay that you have short-term disability. We send you to the corner for a lot, but I don't think that. So I'm putting down some of the, I just said it for crying out loud, burnt umber, bird umber. Yeah, sure, I'm trying to do some more fallish kind of colors. I tend to go for the brights first, so this is sort of a neutrally fall-y kind of color, and I'm wondering what we're going to pick up from what's already down there. The beauty of not cleaning your chili plate in 15,000 years. All right, so let's put down a little of the gold. I waited to do that last because it does have a different texture. This is the brown, right, Deb? Because I actually put brown down this time. So hopefully it's going to be brown. And metallic goodness. We'll see about that. All right. Here we go. Again, try not to mush it all completely together. Just get the color distributed so we have some texture and color all over the plate. Ooh, I like that. So let's see how... This is drying really quickly. That's cool. The thing I'm rolling off on is doing really well. Bye, people. You're brown now. You're gone. We'll come in with some blue or something so you don't have to feel like you're not having any fun. Whoops. All right, so we've got this. Let's put down a stencil. Oh, this is one of my favorite stencils. Let's do this. Oh, it did, Aaron, didn't it? Now I want some Lady Godiva. I don't think it's Lady Godiva. That's hair. Just Godiva chocolate. All right, so that's one of my very favorite stencils, and that one, too, I believe, is Patti, Tolley, Parish. And I keep making this crooked. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you, Cheryl. Ooh, let's do the grocery bag. This is a grocery bag I just, I know, Margie, she was naked. Oh, Patti. Oh, that's so funny. Nikki, how late is it there, you poor thing? All right, so this might be a miscalculation brown on brown, but I'm not sure, so let's give it a shot. Yes, Patti, I was saying goodbye to the people in the magazine. I wasn't just going to click off and, you know, scamper away. That seems rude. Plus, I'm having a fun time. Are you guys having fun? Oh, Nikki, yeek. But you haven't been sleeping well, have you? All right, here we go. The big reveal. Oh, hello. Look at that. That has nothing to not like about it. And I like the blue in it. Fun. It's more metallic-y in person than it shows on the camera. It's a good one, isn't it? And this paper sounds nice. A little wet on the paint on that one, so I'm going to have to put it further away. Let's try... Oh, let's go on top of this label and see if we can pick some up. Okay. Hopefully it's not too dry. And let's see what we get on this side. Oh, I like it. Louise, I haven't done lines with a comb. I will. Patti, sure. I'll fill up a priority envelope for you. I like that. And it looks kind of messy, but when we get this done further and you peel it off, you're only getting bits of the paint, and they're just super fun to play with. Oh, Wendy, thanks. It does look like leaves, doesn't it, Darla? And it does a pretty reverse image, too. Which we will see right this minute. I love gold, and I like all the metallics I really like. So let's take this. We'll try rolling it over here on these nice people. I promise we'll give you brighter colors, people. Not you, Patti, the people in the magazine. Which still makes me want to laugh right out loud. Let's see if we got anything off there. Oh, we did, a little bit. I don't know if you can see the tone on tone. I can see it in person. But there's a little bit of the darker brown on the lighter brown, and it looks gorgeous. Awesome. So we'll put that over a little bit. Let's do a pickup on this deli paper. See what we got. I always forget which way to put it. There we go. Oh, Margie, shh. Cheryl, I love the labels too. All right, let's see what we got going on the leaves. Pretty. Still got some metallic, still got some red and some turquoise. Oh, the brown and turquoise is pretty. What if we do brown and turquoise on purpose and a comb? We'll comb some texture in. Let's do that. Let's use the burnt umber. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to go down, right down here, and right down here. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's give it a shot. Anything goes with a jelly plate. Again, the materials are so inexpensive that it really doesn't matter if, you know, you mess something up, it's not your favorite. It's not the end of the world. This one is blue-green iridescent. It's some of the PBO Studio acrylics. These are a little pricier, but they are so pretty. And you don't have to use a ton of them. So that, again, is a Patti Tolley Parish thing. If you're getting into the jelly plating, I really recommend watching both she and Cat Hand. So what I'm going to do is go down the middle with the blue-green iridescent. Then pick up the brown on the end. A little dry. So I'm just turning the brayer around. For those of you who don't get things much like myself, turning it around to try to keep the turquoise in the turquoise. So that's kind of nifty. Let's roll this off. Oh, these people can have some blue now. We promised. Looking good. I'm liking it. Oh, Patti, that's a little scary. Call me suspicious. What did I do with those combs? Oh, here we go. These are the ones I bought, but again, you can just make this with fun foam and decorative scissors if you'd like. An address exchange just with empty envelopes. That sounds fun, yet terrifying. Oops, hand shook. All right, so I'm just dragging through the paint, scraping some of the excess off over here, just making some wacky patterns. Not very well, but that's okay. And then it makes neat patterns over here as well. Yeah, just empty envelopes. That terrifies me. What if Margie sends me back a cat? I don't know if I trust Margie with that. Oh, what if we do some more labels? Everyone's getting labels. You're all getting labels. I have made such a mess. Oh, here's a page that I started earlier, and I'm going to go ahead and plunk it down. Oh, well, as long as it's only a kitten, then that's fine. You people are nuts. What am I going to do here? I think I'm going to try to put the part we haven't gotten right here, and then find those labels. You wouldn't believe the mess I've got behind me. I did start out organized, I swear it. Didn't really stay that way, though. So let's put those down. And then generally what I will do is just grab another piece that has stuff on it already to smoosh over the whole thing. So this is a piece of the deli paper that we didn't do a ton with. So, and it sort of coordinates. So let's put it over to get all the little edges and everything. Margie, I know. I'm rubbing off on you. That can't be good. Darla, you're in Indiana, so is Lena. Oops. Yeah, try not to do that. That can ruin a nice pattern if you squish it off. Deb. Ooh, look where the holes came through. The labels, because they're dot matrix, acted as a stencil. That's pretty nifty. Pull up our paper, see what we got. Oh, I love the brown and turquoise. Look how pretty that is. And again, it's picked up some of the other colors. This paper is thin enough, it will curl, but if you just put it down, it'll flatten back out. Shy, I don't know if anyone is in Tennessee. Not off the top of my head. Okay, this is the most gorgeous, delicious thing ever. Well, okay, that one, you know. But still, look at the middle. And it is pretty and metallic-y. Oh, Nikki, get some sleep. I'm sorry you have to leave, but I hope you do get some sleep. That is just a hard way to live with no sleep ever. Darla, I love this one too. And I'm just kind of going around the edges. And yeah, that looks terrible, but we'll put something else on it and it will start looking awesome. Yeah, I like this one a lot too, you guys. Why don't we see if we can pick this up with some neutral? I think I'm going to go back to, where's parchment. Wendy, that's your favorite too? Yeah, I do like the brown and turquoise. It's a beautiful combination, and I don't think about it very often. So we've got dry paint on the jelly plate, and I'm just going to put out a pretty light coat of this neutral parchment. Someone's in Wisconsin. Oh, well, it is you, Margie, but isn't someone else in Wisconsin? I thought there was. God, I can barely find my way home at night. Why am I even saying that? You'd think after I'd ordered you, or sent you a few orders in the mail, I would know where you lived. Yeah, no. Nope, not me. All right, so I'm getting that out. Nice and thin. We'll move on to this page and brayer off. Some of the brown is coming off with the parchment colored paint, so it's making a pretty pattern on here too. Nice. This book's going to be groovy. Oh, what if we do some, oh no, I was going to say do some bubble wrap, but I think this is too dry. Let's use one of these ledgers. Just smack it down there. Candy, my stepbrother, is in Monterey. Is that Southern California? I haven't been to California in years. Back in the olden days, my job took me all over. But I never did anything fun. I only worked. Ooh, I like that. And I like the typing showing through. And we got some of the blue. And again, probably as a responsible jelly plate owner, I would clean it with hand sanitizer, but I'm not going to because I really like how little bits are getting picked up here and there. So that was fun. Should we do some, oh, these look like fall colors. Let's do this. I need to put that purple one far, far away from me. That was a nightmare. It's everywhere now. This is bright orange. So I'm going to put a little more on because, as I said, these are kind of thinner than the tubes. Oh yeah, Margie, I forgot about that. That whole work is job thing. No, but I mean, I worked like 90 hours a week. I never went anywhere to see anything because there were no off hours. That one I put down just now is spicy mustard. This one is canyon orange. Ooh, these are going to be pretty together. Fall again. So we'll just smoosh them together. Can you guys see why this is addicting? They're just, the more you do it, the more things you think of that you could do. This is getting nice and dry pretty quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and change pages again. See what we can cover up. I really like the weight. This was not a cheap junk mail to send out, I'm telling you what. All right, so let's do another stencil. Let's do, oh, I like this one. This one is also Patti, Tolley, Parish, I believe. Oops, and we have a little punchinella in there, but that's cool. All right, we got that down. I don't know what to choose. What to choose? Let's try this wood grain, whatever, crinkled up paper, whatever. This is scrapbook paper that I'm not fond of. So I'm just going to go ahead and try that. If your paper is a little thicker, you need to work harder to get your fingers down in, you know, the cuts of the stencil. So I'm giving it a good push. Oh, there are a lot of Callies. You guys could all do a get-together. That would be so fun. A meet and greet. Well, that's different. Hi, Callie Scrapper. I know your name. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. That's different. Okay, moving on. It happens. We'll go back to it and see what we can do. I'm going to take this stencil. Erin, I can't think of anyone else. You're in upstate, aren't you? Like in the Adirondacks or something? Oh, thanks, Wendy. Yeah, that last one was different, wasn't it? So I just rolled off the stencil. And now we've got a pretty plate. My stuff is starting to tip over. So these are pretty colors. What should we put these on? Maybe something that I did earlier. Oh, this I just picked up an edge. So why don't we use this? Callie Scrapper, you're Barb, right? I just saw someone say it. I knew that. I'm so sorry. So I've got this, and then we've got this little stripe here, so let's put that on something. This is sort of just a picking up bits page, so let's use that. See what we get. Oh no, Laura. The nice old man says we are off and on, but not enough for him to try a new stream. He's monitoring the situation. Oh no. What do you guys think? Should we stop and go into another? Margie, we should stop, or you're okay? Like you're seeing okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Hang in there. All right. You guys okay with that? All right. I have this one that I did earlier as well. And nothing to write home about. The colors are pretty, but nah. So let's see if we can pick up just a little more. When do you get a super craft room? Oh, Patti, thanks. Yeah, that's what Mark thought as well.